the scheduler inside of re360 Time. In understanding the scheduler inside of re360 Time, we will review the following learning objectives. First, we'll go over the purpose of using the scheduler. Then we'll show you how to access the scheduler, how to view and search inside of the scheduler, how to assign or modify a schedule, and finally, how to create a schedule template. Let's get started with going over the purpose of using the scheduler. The purpose of using the scheduler. There are great benefits for using the scheduler. By scheduling your employees, you can track exceptions in the system, whether someone is late, early, or absent. Without a schedule, exceptions will not trigger. The exception is triggered by comparing the schedule to the actual hours worked on the time card. How to access the scheduler. To access the scheduler, simply go to the top portion of the screen and click on Employees and then select Scheduler. This will open up the scheduler screen where you will see by default the current week and all scheduled employees. How to view and search inside of the scheduler. By default, the scheduler will show scheduled employees only. To show all employees, simply select this option here where it says Show Unscheduled. The scheduler shows the current week by default. However, you may navigate forward and backward using the Date Selection tool. So you can click on this date here to go back to the previous week, or click on this date on the right side to keep going into the future. You can use the Search Employee field or the filter to narrow down your results. For example, it may be beneficial to hide salaried employees if they do not punch. You could select the status and then only have hourly visible, then click search, and then only hourly employees will be showing. If you're looking for a specific employee, simply single click into the Search Employees field and then type in a portion of the employee's name, select that employee, and click on the magnifying glass to search for only that employee. Be sure to clear this name out if you want to go back to the previous search results. In the filter, you can also select multiple filters. So if you wanted to have the hourly status and then select multiple departments, you can do that just by single clicking on the department selections, or you can revert back to all departments. You can also select a specific payroll. Once you've made all your selections here, simply click search. The default view of the scheduler is weekly. However, you may also schedule by day or month. If you select day, the system is going to show the current day. You can also navigate to the next day or the previous day with these arrows up here. And on the current day view, it's going to show each person and how they're scheduled. The color indicates their segment structure. And this can be changed by going to the settings gear icon, labor levels, and selecting hierarchy. Please note this is a feature that only system admins can change, but if you select your segment here, you can just click on the color and then change the color, hit save, and be sure to hit save again. The monthly view is great for scheduling one day at a time, or just getting an idea of who is scheduled per day this month. You can also navigate to the next month or the prior month with the arrows at the top right portion of the screen. If the employees are scheduled, you will see the number of employees scheduled per day on the calendar. When you select a day, a new window will appear whereby you may schedule each employee individually and also add employees to the schedule for the day. Your view may look different than the one shown inside of this training, depending on if you have different departments as well as projects that you can select and add to the schedule. If you want to quickly remove someone from the schedule, simply click on the trash can icon to delete them. You can also add additional lines if you want to break out where their hours are going per project or department. Once you are done, you can click OK or Publish. The difference between OK and Publish is OK is going to save your changes, and Publishing will allow the employee to see those changes inside of their schedule. How to assign or modify a schedule. To assign a schedule to your employee, you may simply type the in and out time into the cells per day. So for example, we could just click on this cell and type in the times that we want for the in and for the out. It does not matter if you have AM or PM in upper or lowercase letters. The system will accept either one. Just be sure to hit the Save button after you've made your changes. The rollover option will take the schedule in the current week and infinitely roll it forward into future weeks until this is unchecked. The schedule budget icon displays the total scheduled hours and labor cost. The cost is the employee's wage rate multiplied by scheduled hours for the week. The color coding will depend on the colors selected in the labor levels area within the system. The system admin users can change this by going to the gear icon, selecting labor levels, and clicking hierarchy. From this screen, you'll see your segments. You can click on the color and adjust it accordingly. Hit save and then hit save again. If you want to move one employee's schedule to another employee, simply click and drag the employee's name to another. You can even drag blank lines or cells on top of others to quickly delete schedules. Any cell can be dragged to another to easily copy the schedule. So if we want to just do this one day, we can copy that over to another cell. To modify a schedule, you may double-click to edit the details or change the segment. So if we want to double-click on a cell, it's going to open up into a new window where we can either modify the time. We could also change the department or project if we have that configured in the system, or simply just clear out the schedule for that particular day. You can also double-click into a cell and add a new line if you want to have additional times for that specific day. If we change the view for the day view, you can modify the time just by double-clicking on the cell. If we want to change the schedule in the month view, we simply click on month, select the day, and then we can modify the schedules within this new window. We can also add additional lines and code time to other departments or projects if we have that configured in the system. How to create a schedule template. Creating a schedule template is really convenient if you have a lot of people working the same schedule. So to create a new template, we're just going to simply click on New Template and fill out all of the fields here on this screen. So first we need to give the schedule template a name so that we can easily identify what this schedule is defined as. So maybe we want to do a summer part-time schedule. We need to have something in the description, otherwise the template will not save. So you can simply highlight it and copy and paste, or you can give it a full-length description of what this schedule template is defined as. We're going to leave this as active, but if you ever want to deactivate the schedule template, if you no longer need it, you can always go back in here and deactivate it. You can choose the day that you want the week to start off at. So I'm just going to leave this as Sunday, but you can choose any day that you want to start your week. The schedule length, it's best practice to leave it as 7 days so that you can have the same week rolled over every single week. But you do have the ability to define up to 28 different unique in and out times. So let's leave this as 7 days, and then we can simply just define our in and out times for each day. So I'm just going to click into a cell here and type in my in as well as my out. And I'm just going to use my tab key on my keyboard to quickly jump to the next schedule field. Let's go ahead and hit Save Changes after we've filled out this entire area. And now we can click on Show Templates, and we will see that template in our template list. If we have a duplicate or we no longer need the schedule template, just double click on the schedule and deactivate it. If you want to reactivate an inactive schedule template, just check the box next to Show Inactive, and you'll see those in gray where you can double click and reactivate it. And now to apply a template. You can easily apply a template to someone just by single clicking on the template name and then dragging it over to a person's line, and just be sure that it is blue when you drop it on top of the employee's scheduled line. You'll then see the schedule template applied, and just be sure to hit the Save button to make those changes made on the scheduler.